Right guys, we're back again with another Transit. Yes, it is a wet belt, but no, we're not doing one. This video that I'm making today is solely because of a pattern emerging that we have seen in the last 3 or 4 years with these vehicles, and we are able to determine what's going on with them when they're coming in broken down. Now, it might not necessarily be a wet belt that snapped, or the timing belt's given up, or whatever it is. The turbo, again, common problem. What's happening so this particular vehicle, alongside a bunch of other ones that come in, they are coming in with hard brake pedals. Yes, you're probably going to guess what the problem is, but I'm going to tell you anyway, but I'm going to tell you what the cause of this issue is, right? So the brake vacuum pump has a diaphragm inside. Now, the wet belt is run by oil. It degrades after time, makes its way through all the oil channels, and eventually gets stuck in the diaphragm where the brake vacuum is, not allowing the vacuum to go through it, and then runs it dry and breaks inside. So then all of a sudden you've got a hard brake. Now this is an early sign, because that's already telling you that this belt is in bad nick. We've advised the customer that they're going to need a wet belt. We can do an inspection on it to check it first. Normally when we do wet belts, any vehicle that is having a service with us, we'll always use a strainer just to double check. We'll even shove a camera up just to have a look and see what the strainer is like. And if it's not visible, we'll always ask the customer if they want us to actually inspect it further by removing the sump and having a proper look. But in this case, because that pump is gone, we're kind of already, as I said, we've seen this pattern emerge before. If the turbo goes, it does something to the vacuum line, and it does the brake vacuum pump. So if you've ever had a turbocharger gone and at the same time you had a stiff brake, this is all down to the fact that your wet belt needs replacing, because you're at that stage where all of those parts of the belts that have now turned into caviar, if you like to call it, have now made their way through the oil channel and blocked it all up. So this vehicle realistically does need a wet belt, but the customer has declined that option. They do want to just get the vehicle back on the road to sell it, but we have obviously done our part and told them that this is what it really needs. So just to let you know guys, the pattern that I was talking about, it is the turbocharger, it is the brake vacuum pump, and all of these failures are due to the wet belt. The donuts up in Ford, when they designed this vehicle, thought it was clever to introduce oil and rubber together. It's absolute rubbish. But if you want to buy a vehicle, don't buy one with a wet belt, and that's my best advice I can give for you today. And if you do have a wet belt, my advice is to get it done between 50 and 80,000 miles, providing you are having it serviced with a genuine oil and a filter. If you are not, then between 40 and 50,000, because I don't know what the state of that belt's going to be, and 9 times out of 10, that's when we're seeing them snap. So like, follow and share for some more honest car advice.